Is the concern for WWE. CM Punk is 47 years old, 43, 54, 41, 41, 40, 40. Future is in good hands, right? Well, first of all, I'd like to tell you is that I don't have a problem with that because most wrestlers, for whatever reason, peak in their late 30s or early 40s. So many examples, people. But it is a concern. It is an issue. If you're not gonna build more talent, well, you're not gonna have anybody left. Although I gotta tell you, I mean, that's exactly what WWE are trying to do. We have Trick, Oba, Mello, Ilya, all of these guys who I'm pretty sure are younger than these. I'm kinda shocked Penta is 41. I would've guessed 33 probably. You know, the mask makes him... He's wearing a mask, I know, but the way he moves and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, these are pretty much the top talent. Also, Roman is pretty old too at this point. Well, is he? I don't even know, man. When it comes to the Shield, it almost seems like it happened 5 years ago, and then you remember and it's like, oh, it's a 30-year-old moment. So, it is a concern, but at the end of the day, what also matters what kind of superstars are selling those tickets who have that, legacy. It shows a failure of making young talents into top guys, but people what I've also realized, just like I told you, many wrestlers peak later. For example, CM Punk, when he was young, he wasn't that big of a deal. Jey Uso, he was in the tag team. Cody Rhodes, he was a mid-carder, your favorite mid-carder, dare I say. Sami Zayn was also just kind of there on the roster. I mean, we can actually say this about a lot of guys in the WWE right now. People who were kind of mid-carders in the 2010s are now main eventers. So it's going to happen a lot to the guys we're watching right now who are kind of new. I'm sure this also really applies to the AEW roster, who has plenty of former WWE stars who weren't as big as they are right now. I remember a good example actually being Bobby Lashley, who just peaked almost at the end of his career. Not gonna lie, it works every time. When the Great One wants us to subscribe, yes! Welcome back to another Reddit video. I'm seeing you're not subscribed. Subscribe to the channel right now, or you're cursed. Your algorithm is gonna be full of wrestling news now videos. Ooh. Sami Zayn is making me sick. The guy has been incredibly boring for the past 2 years. Same gimmick, same boring promo, no solid storyline, hasn't worked on his body or his character, but somehow he effed up someone's momentum every time. He doesn't deserve to be in this WrestleMania. I don't know, he's good. He's really, really good. I love Sami. Yes, sue me. Sue me. Here's the thing, people. It's not Sami Zayn, it's the booking of Sami Zayn. There is a big difference. I believe his look, whatever you want to call it, kind of works for him. He's like a modern day Mick Foley. I know that's a stretch, but in a way, there are some similarities. When it comes to Chad Gable, yes, I'm really sad we didn't get Chad Gable winning the Midcard Championship. This pissed me off. Although I talked about it on my main channel, make sure to check it out. Something good can actually come out of it, believe it or not. His promos are boring now, yes. I will agree with that. His promos are definitely kind of boring. They basically said he's no longer the underdog, and then he's still acting like the underdog. It doesn't make sense. Why the F is he all over SmackDown, and by the looks of it, he is surely going to be featured in the main event of WrestleMania. This is my worry. I think we're seeing a bit too much of Jelly. I like Jelly, I do. He's a cool dude. Even commented on my video. That's crazy. I like him. He's likable. He shows respect to the business. I hope WWE aren't going to do the same mistake. If he's getting a match at Mania, that doesn't bother me too much. Whatever. He's pretty decent at it, new eyes to WWE product, as long as the celebrity is not featured in the main event. If he's featured with many people, like a WrestleMania 40 moment where we get a bunch of, like The Rock, Cena, we got Solo. So if he's one of these guys, it doesn't bother me that much, but if he's like a focal point and he, contributes to the finish of WrestleMania main event, well, WWE, haven't you learned? I see no difference. Okay, yeah, that's pretty much the same. That is pretty much the same, but yeah, both are good actually. I like both of them. John Cena acting crazy. This is kind of like what we expected out of Cena, some character change, look change, but he just did it randomly. Even this would have been enough. Cool Cena. Erase one tag team from WWE history. So this is tough because legitimately top 10 greatest tag teams of all time. I'm gonna give you a simple answer though. When I was growing up, Hardys were huge. Hardys, DX, and Rated RKO, right? The Usos, well, my teenage years basically. Been watching them, still watching them. Great tag team. Edge and Christian, two guys who became some of my favorite singles guys in the WWE. Didn't watch them as a kid because I started watching during the Ruthless Aggression era, so they were no longer a tag team, but Edge was a top 3 superstar for me. Christian was also at one point my favorite, actually. I was mad WWE keep burying the guy. But when it comes to the Dudleys, obviously I know their history, their matches, all that stuff because I kept rewatching WWE, but growing up, they weren't really on my television all that much. They were kinda not in the WWE anymore, so I'm gonna have to say the Dudleys, but only because of my personal experience. Obviously, they're great. Gunter at this year's WrestleMania be like, I don't think so, man. I don't think so. This was rough. He was like, man, I wish I wrestled. I really wish I wrestled. It's kinda crazy. So when it comes to Gunter, already talked about it. Check out my newest video on my main channel. It's a possibility he might not have a match though. You know, he might just bully some legends, some Hall of Famers. But, okay, it's Jericho. Might be Jericho. Right now, the Great One is the best he's ever been. Thank you. The work the Great One is doing now is the best work of his whole career. 2 channels and plenty of videos on various topics. Raw and SmackDown reviews, Reddit videos, news videos, and reactions. And the quality of his content has never been better. I've been watching him for 10 years, and it's heartwarming to see he's motivated to make videos and build his community. He really is the best wrestling YouTuber in the world. I appreciate that very much. I am putting in a lot of work. Maybe it doesn't look like that, but basically that's all I'm doing right now. I hate talking about, but basically, no, I'm living with the boo-hoo, boy. Sometimes you just don't want to do anything, right? But then you're just digging the hole deeper in a way and making content, keeping myself occupied. It helped in so many ways because I'm always busy, and also it makes me love wrestling. It's hard to explain. When you don't watch that much wrestling, you kind of lose interest. Now I'm interested in the good and the bad and the history again. You didn't mention my revisiting videos. These are the best. These are the best videos on the channel. Also, I do realize there's a ceiling for me. You know, I can't be the biggest wrestling YouTuber. I'm not a wrestler. And in a way, in every genre, whether it's music, whether it's YouTube. And now I'm like, how do I put this? I'm in a niche. I'm in a wrestling niche, and also there's another ceiling because of my English, yet another ceiling because, how do I put this, if you want to be successful at something, you gotta be likable. In a way, you gotta be almost likable and basic to a point where everybody likes you and everybody agrees with you, but that wouldn't be me, right? You know, my whole thing is making dick jokes and jokes in general, I guess, so my ceiling is pretty low. And you know, at the end of the day, I will be making videos that are not wrestling related. But now I'm just having fun on YouTube, seeing what sticks. This match would be so hard hitting. Sheamus versus Ilya. Every match Sheamus is in is a dream match at this point. This, okay, you might... Yeah, this might be the biggest one. 2 hard hitting superstars. I would love to see that, honestly. Make it a thing. How would you book these 5 men at WrestleMania? This is so easy. Jelly and Danhausen versus Kit Williams and The Miz, and somehow this guy gets involved. Speed. Somehow he gets involved. Maybe he's a special guest referee, I don't care. This could be like a big comedy act where we have a bunch of comedy characters in the it's just perfect. I know you might say, well, WrestleMania is about... No, WrestleMania was always about the spectacle, and that's one thing I actually miss from the Vince McMahon era, where I don't miss a lot, but the spectacle aspect, right? Moments that are so stupid, it's kind of fun. If anyone is wondering, this moment is the Great One's favorite moment. I hate you. I hate... Why? I'm not even... I see this picture. I'm sad. I'm angry. The Great One has talked about how much he loved Animal Lab become by 3 Days Grace in SmackDown Wrestler 2007, but what about Riot, which was also in the game? Oh boy, you don't need to educate me about 3 Days Grace. I have all the albums in my playlist. I'm like, I know a lot about wrestling. I know a lot more about 3 Days Grace, Nickelback, Creed, all these bands, man. I'm deep into this shit. Rock music in general, right? Like, I'm passionate about wrestling, and this is a wrestling channel, so that's why we talk about wrestling. But also, like, in the past 2 years, I've watched, man, hundreds and hundreds of movies, probably. The Great One, what is your favorite movie? Nobody asked, I'll still tell you. I don't know, actually. Depends on the mood. Today, Shutter Island. Make sure to watch. Good movie. Great twist. Awesome. If you know anything similar now, recommend it to me. What current world title's lineage is better? Okay, we have the WWE Championship. Orton never held the championship yet. Cody is the champion now. So why are we seeing Randy? What else? The World Championship. Okay. Cena, Cody, Drew, Reigns. I'ma say, people, I love this, especially so far. I've just realized CM Punk's title reign is my favorite out of the World Championship title reigns. Honestly. It's still the WWE title because Roman, right? I think it connects to his long championship title reign. So yeah, it's the WWE title probably, but It's closer than you would think. Who has the most aura in WWE history? Man, that's a lot of aura. Bret Hart. Wow, such a look, such a 90s look. Crazy. Goldberg, obviously. Lesnar, Flair, fucking bitches. Roman Reigns, Randy Orton, Kane. That version of Kane is nice. Shawn, Batista, Rock, Austin, Triple H. Say what you will. The man had a great entrance. Yes, you kind of answered this question. The Undertaker. There's nothing like it. Just his entrance alone is worth the money, man. Just his entrance alone. The slow walk, the smoke, the superstar in Blue Lightning watching, shitting his pants. Some wrestler just basically said, just watching my opponent, The Undertaker, coming out, that was a WrestleMania moment. Roman Reigns has 48 main events in PLEs, 11 WrestleMania main events, brought back old wrestling fans, brought in new wrestling fans, right? A dead WWE on his own, and he became one of the most recognizable superstars. Even non-wrestling fans know who he is, but non-wrestling fans don't know Punk, whatever, you get the idea. That is not true. Most of it is. A lot of people know CM Punk. When it comes to Roman Reigns, after that WrestleMania 40 build, I could possibly agree, because wrestling got so big, you have no idea. I'm actually considering making a video, take me back to WrestleMania 40, because that build was special, and people, man, my uncle started watching wrestling for a short period of time, after like 2 decades almost. My brother was really into it. My friends were really into it, who kind of knew wrestling from like 2010, 8, 7, watched as kids. And now they watched WrestleMania because of how interesting it all was. So yeah, that brought a lot of popularity to WWE and Roman Reigns. But yeah, in a way, like even before that, Roman Reigns with that championship title reign, especially for hardcore wrestling fans, like he made that shit exciting. He did make that shit exciting, and I can't even blame WWE for trying out this character again, because, I mean, in a way, why wouldn't you? But people, that's all I got for you today. Thank you for watching this video. As always, your boy, The Great One. Peace, love, and hugs. It's been a pleasure.